The greatest moment at new Busch Stadium took place on October 27, 2006. The 2006 World Series was the third matchup in 3 years between two title-hungry teams. The Detroit Tigers, who were playing in their first postseason since 1987, were looking to win their first championship in 22 years. The title was even more elusive for the Cardinals, who, despite being a recent postseason regular, had gone even longer and were looking for their first title in 24 years. The two teams were playing each other for the first time since the 1968 series, which was won by the Tigers. After a split in the first two games, the series shifted to St. Louis. Game 3 belonged to Cardinal pitching, and the Cards would take a 2-1 lead. Game 4 would be more competitive, but St. Louis would pull through on an 8th-inning RBI double by Series MVP David Eckstein, putting them one win shy of the title. Starting in Game 5 were Justin Verlander for the Tigers and Jeff Weaver for the Cardinals, who were both hoping to atone for losses in their previous starts. The Cardinals held a 1-0 lead until the 4th inning, when Magglio Ordonez would hit a routine line drive to right. Chris Duncan ran towards the ball to catch it, but it would deflect off his glove, putting Ordonez in scoring position. Then Sean Casey came to the plate and hit his second home run of the series to put the Tigers ahead 2-1. But in the bottom of the inning, it was the Cardinals' turn. Jeff Weaver came to the plate with runners on first and second with one out and attempted a sacrifice bunt. He bunted the ball back to the mound, and Verlander had a play at third. He threw to third base, but the throw was wild, and the tying run came in, with the lead run moving to third. Then X Factor came up and had an RBI groundout to drive in the go-ahead run. The lead would be enough for Weaver, who would keep the Tigers' bats in check for the next 4 innings, and fans were starting to sense that the 24-year drought was finally coming to a close. The Cardinals would get some insurance in the 7th inning and would go into the 9th with a 4-2 lead. Adam Wainwright came in to close the door, but the Tigers had other ideas. After one out, Sean Casey, who was tearing up the ball in the series, hit a double to bring up Ivan Rodriguez, representing the tying run. Wainwright would get Pudge to ground out, sending up ALCS MVP Placido Polanco. After a wild pitch sent pinch runner Ramon Santiago to third, Polanco would walk to bring the go-ahead run to the plate in Brandon Inge, who was hitting over .350 in the series, and during the regular season had career highs in both home runs and RBI. Wainwright would get a 2 strikes on Inge, and the crowd of 46,638 was ready to explode, eagerly anticipating the Cardinals' first World Championship since 1982. The crowd would erupt when Wainwright struck Inge out, making the Cardinals world champions and not just ending their drought, but also making them the first team to win a World Series in a ballpark's inaugural season since the New York Yankees in 1923, and the first National League team since the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1909.